Oh man. I'm excited. I've been thinking about this for a couple days. I don't know what to expect from you guys tonight. Like, I know you expect greatness, but I have no expectations for a winner. I don't know. What do you guys think? Before we look, that'll be my last question. Then I say we get it started. What are you guys' expectations? Who's gonna take it?
I think my expectation is it's gonna be close.
All right.
That's about all I can expect at
See,
this
you're
point.
both gentlemen. I can't get you to shit talk.
Well, I don't. I think they both.
It'll be
are
close.
aware.
I think Galka will take it by a bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Plus
say
now, yeah.
I rarely own up with like outright what my hope is because I feel like it's mean to whoever I'm not hoping wins. But I really want Cool to win round 1, and then I don't know who I want to win round 2. Because if Cool wins and there's a round 2, and it's like the closest it could possibly be, right? So I really want Cool to win round 1 so that I can see an even closer round 2.
We should probably leave this up to you guys. If Cool wins the first round, are you going to want to go again right away, or are you going to want time?
I would be fine with going right away.
Anything.
Okay.
Anything goes.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Right. So I don't have to tell you about jinxes, and also I was spying on you earlier, and you guys don't have your jinxes, and you have the jinx screen open. So professionals. So yeah, if Danny, if you're ready to go, I'll count it down.
I was born ready.
Guys, ready?
Ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Alright.
All right. On the count of go. 1, 2, go.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna crap talk Dave, because Dave can't hear me. Dave can't hear me.
Winner.
Oh, hey Dave, I was just saying really sweet things about you.
Yeah, I bet.
I was. I love you.
Okay.
We've begun the official grand finals of the Big Wiener Weaponographist tournament. It's
I got
redundant.
goosebumps. I got goosebumps on my goosebumps on my zits.
You're like Popeye's muscles, where he gets the bicep on the bicep on the bicep, except it's shivery.
I'm like Popeye's chicken, in that I'm delicious, but I'm not as cool as the Colonel.
Ah, the Colonel, no. No, we debated the Colonel's relevance a great deal at lunch today. A lot of our talks revolve around fast food.
Yeah, it's because I usually start the conversations,
Yes.
and I like fast food lore. I also like, apparently, lately, live television from the 40s. I can't shut the fuck up about.
Yeah, shows I've never heard of. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do think though that
We
you should
unearthed
check
my
out.
deep disrespect for old things in general.
Look, you've heard of the Flying Nun. You need to check
No.
out Gidget. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard. All right. Anyway, the tournament.
Yeah.
Cool entered room 2. I'm gonna speak of it like it's a big meaningful lead, even though it's meaningless. They're so close. Galkaif entered room 2 1 second sooner than Cool, but Cool's clock is 1 second behind because clearly, like a combination of he just pushed enter like a moment later. That's the whole split. Same thing on entering room 3. It's like a half-second split, but Cool's clock is like a half-second behind.
So I remarked about this earlier, but I seriously have never seen anyone play this fast. Like as fast as Cool was playing in his practice.
I love it.
Like you can see that. I mean, they've been at this for weeks, and they were already among the best in the world before they even started. But you can see in like their pathing that like I'm watching Cool right now. He knows his next target before he reaches his current target, and he knows the weapon that he's going to use on that target, and he knows a contingency if that weapon doesn't drop.
I'm gonna ask you a question. When do you start saving your magics? Ooh, Cool! Invoking a new fire staff the moment he launches his last one. He could have made that last a little.
Yeah, actually, this is actually a mistake. I see what you're saying. When do I start saving my magic? Room 4. Or like you usually say, as soon as one drops, I use the one I had.
Yep. Ooh, Cool made it back in that one. Cool gained a little bit in that room.
The Galkaif going with the bow, unafraid to take the chance of missing.
Filled with.
He's going with that piercing damage, killing 2 enemies at a time.
Yeah, filled with the fighting spirit. Just brimming with the Hotto we spoke about last time.
He left the idol intact when he left that previous room. I wonder if it's three kills with 1 arrow. That's pretty awesome.
3 with 1 blow. Does nobody remember that Mickey Mouse cartoon but me?
No.
I love this music.
You're the boys that have been whacking in my tool shed.
That was me. I'm sorry. Was that not cool?
You've been whacking in my tool shed.
Was that not cool?
No,
Suke, Suke, have you been whacking in my tool shed? Suke. Oh, I want to throw some Elvis into that.
Yeah, it started with Elvis.
I was reading about Elvis just before we started. Yeah, the one with the giant and the fly. Yes.
I still say Colonel
Elric,
Parker
the one with the giant and the fly.
is the Colonel from KFC.
3 with
Colonel
one
Sanders
blow.
and Colonel Parker, same guy.
They are the same guy. They both made chicken and music. Colonel Sanders is known for his rockabilly stylings.
Okay, so Galkaif just cleared a whole room with the bow. That was awesome.
Oh man, this is magic. This is magic.
It looks like Cool's gonna get to the boss just ever so slightly before Galkaif. Probably gonna enter with a machine gun and a fire staff.
We've got
Whereas
machine
Galkaif
gun,
is
fire staff,
still
from
rocking
Cool.
the bow.
And we've got machine gun, fire staff from Galkaif as well. We've got highly
Alright, Cool's starting the
tuned
boss.
strategies.
Cool's starting the boss. We've seen him do it a
cool
million
boss
times.
is down. Cool boss is down. Holy poop. And Galkaif boss is down. I love it.
I'm refreshing both.
Here's
of
how
these.
crazy Galkaif's best times are. That looked like magic, and it was 13 seconds off his PB.
I didn't catch the time. What was it?
4:03, and Elric's saying 3:54. Was that cool? No, they were too close to me. That split.
Oh, both of them have gotten under 4 minutes. On,
Oh
on
yeah.
the-
Sweet, fancy Moses.
Excellent whip work for Cool.
It's Fruit Fucker Prime.
So, would you consider the whip to be a piercing weapon? Like, it's not, but it can
Yeah.
hit multiple
I do.
enemies at once in a row.
That is a trait of weapons, technically speaking. Yeah.
Because I'm saying the bow is a piercing weapon, obviously, but it has knockback in a way that the whip doesn't.
Mhm.
The whip is a
Just
stun
tiny
locker,
bit of knockback, yeah.
but I guess your stun weapon can also pierce.
Yeah. Most of the melee weapons pierce. Most of the projectiles don't. That's
So, speaking of awesome piercing weapons that are lying on the ground, Cool is going with the whip over the spears in this room.
yeah.
Spear you can get one-hit kills,
I'm
though.
seeing Galkaif with the whip too.
Yeah, he doesn't have any
Interesting.
spears though.
I would have thought, and I'm wrong here, I would have thought that Galkaif would favor the machine gun over the whip.
The whip allows you to hit as fast as your fingers go, essentially. So I guess.
But the machine gun cuts down on movement. So I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. These guys have done the adventure math, and clearly I have not. These
do you
guys,
suppose? Do you think it has something to do with their experience with hardcore mode and stuff that they've learned from
I
there?
think it changes your preferences. Yeah, I think it's hard to train both modes at once.
Sticking with the whip, both guys really. We haven't seen this much deference for the whip really since the demo, since the early days of Twitch casters discovering it, particularly Elric discovering the whip and just loving it so hard and never letting it go. I think one of the reasons why they're preferring the whip is because of its amazing durability, which we're watching
Yeah.
in action. It's lasting a very long time. Whip finally gone for Galkaif.
Yeah, because the whip is designed to hit so much that if your
Mhm.
level is high, that flat out equals just more durability. And I mean, he can probably get through a full weakling room with it.
Saw no mistakes there with that tuba. It was used properly. And now it is gone. We got another tuba. Used to perfection. Wow. Okay. Wow. Oh man. So some luck involved with Cool, but seriously, man, like he's not missing a millisecond in his play.
No, we're not seeing luck. They're both going to get the tuber room. It's a matter of when.
Yeah, but the way that he used it, it was absolutely perfect.
He's just like windshield wiping the room.
I don't even. We can't beat these guys at this point. Even you, I don't think, could probably beat these
I'm going
guys.
to try. That day's going to come.
Yeah.
In my chest, in my hair, in my dreams.
What?
What?
So Cool completely ignoring the blue chest until it just happened to be in front of him.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. I don't think
These
any
guys
of these
don't need
guys
help.
need health.
But he got it anyway.
Galkaif just taming these bad guys into place, constantly hitting 2 at a time. And
Still
that's a
whipping.
big part of getting speed, is corralling the enemies so that you're hurting more than one at a time.
Yeah.
And Galkaif is making a really explicit effort toward making sure that whenever there are 2 enemies, he's stacking damage on both.
He's a demon
Galkaif pulls
freak.
into the lead right there.
Yep, with the use
Goes-
of the bow staff and its ancillary ability.
That-
And
that
see the
is-
way he was tracking with the shield knight with it.
That is the second flip of leadership right there.
That's
Estoppel, thanks to the stream for showing him the bow staff can be used as a propeller.
Yes, that is vital.
That's probably a good moment to drop the fact that we have a wiki again. A few weeks ago, we started a wiki on Gameopedia. They were kind enough to offer us the space and set it all up. So it's weaponographist.gameopedia.com has a wiki, a wikity wiki.
What is their affiliation with Curse? Do you know?
They are Curse. Gameopedia is Curse's wiki.
Curse had a great presence at E3, as they did at PAX
they had a
East.
big old thing.
I like Curse.
They had a big old thing. They should have been in this tournament. Because, you know, the Wiener tournament. I love watching the shield work at play. And no one runs around with it anymore, which is really interesting.
What do you mean? They don't use it to move, they just only use it to attack?
Mm-hmm. There was debate for a long while about whether it was worth using a shield to move, and I think
Yeah,
I'm
not
going to
really.
say just judging by these guys' use of it, no. Oh, that's perfect for Galakaif there. He picks up infinite weapons with like one shot left on his machine gun, and he's going to be able to just rain new weapons out of these guys, because as far as the drop rate's concerned, his remaining durability is 2 bullets left.
Did he even take a breath before picking up that rune right before the end of the machine gun, or it was just
I
instinct?
couldn't tell you if it was planned or not, but it's totally going to pay off.
Yeah, it looks like Galakaif
already
is
he's
going
got
to
a
get the
Tuuba
boss
'cause-
first. He's going to bring the Tuuba to the boss too, whereas it looks like Cool is going to bring the Kraken head, and most likely a shield.
Which way would I go? Boss 2. I guess
have
I'd go
choices.
Tuuba, but it's not a strong preference.
Galakaif starting boss 2 with
If-
bomb bag, perfect, and Tuuba.
If-
This is a good
If
initial
Cool's
blast.
positioning can be like really good and he can land 6 of those Kraken shots on it, not quite like that, unfortunately. Not bad, but not what it could have been. I do not like the shield for boss attacks. I would have run across the room and picked up that bomb bag.
It's doing a fair bit of damage,
Well,
but
you
you're
know
right.
what? I think he
bomb's
closed gap
bit
in that room,
faster.
so I guess I gotta shut up.
Oof. He did a little
closed
do
gap.
there at the end.
Yep, he closed gap a little bit. We are into depth 3 with the fancy lads.
I mean, they're not a second apart.
No,
This is crazy.
they ain't fucking around.
Yeah. So, are we getting close to the what do you call it? The actual minimum? Like, are these guys cyborgs? Have they gotten to the actual fastest possible times? Or is there always room to shave off?
Well, I think there's always room to shave. That's true, but I bet like hardcore like practice. I don't know. I got to think that there's still room to grow in a meaningful way. Not a hell of a lot. Mr. Yonax, what up?
Greetings, Mr. Yonax.
Yonax,
Welcome to Wiener.
welcome to the gallery of wieners.
So I also want to say in this either the final match or second to last match of the Wiener tournament, as we'll discover, just thank you to everybody who's watched the Wiener tournament, everybody who's watched the replays on YouTube and the highlights on Twitch, and everybody who comes to tune in with us live when we do these tournaments runs. It is very meaningful that you guys care, and we love you all.
I love you too, Dave.
Stop saying you love me.
You won't.
If you loved me,
When you love me back, I'll stop saying it.
if you loved me, you would watch Gidget.
That's not even a thing.
It is a thing.
She was my favorite rescue ranger. I thought she was hot.
I don't know if there was one.
There was Gadget.
Yeah.
She was the hottest rescue ranger, if you're allowed to have a hottest rescue ranger. If that's a thing that we tolerate in this modern day and age.
I'm just saying, a young Sally Field was quite a comely lass.
You're terrible.
was
You're like
very
100
handsome.
years old.
She was a very handsome woman. And she still looks good. Is she playing Peter Parker's grandmother now, which is ridiculous?
You're a terrible person. You-
What? She was in a movie 2 years ago.
I know, and so she became your GMILF. Actually, she's an... What, Alf? She's Alf.
She's comely. That's all I'm saying.
She's not a MILF, she's Alf.
She's winsome.
Right? 'Cause
She's
she's
a
an ant.
handsome, winsome,
I'm just saying because she's an ant.
comely lass.
She's Alf. All right, so chat. I want to hear some favorites. I want to hear some favorites. I already said my favorite for round 1 is Cool because I want to see a round 2 grand finals. But everyone in chat, who you rooting for? That's not to say that Cool is my favorite. I don't have a favorite, but he's my round 1 favorite.
Elric seems to think Cool retook the lead. which it seems is true. But can he keep it?
Elric says Cool's gonna win round 1.
Elric also noting a problem he seems to be having. Please contact us offline about that, because I have a feeling that you just turned off your Steam overlay, and we can help.
No, I'm pretty sure of it.
But I mean, we're not 100% sure, so let us know. We'll help you turn it back on.
So I'm seeing 2 for Cool, 1 for Galkaiv. A little bit more.
Everybody's rooting. I see. Cool isn't the underdog at this point. It just so happens to be he did lose to Galkaiv the first time, and it also just so happens that historically Galkaiv was getting the best times before Cool was getting the best times. But they're trading him off at this point. Like, it's actually a very even match. Mr. Yonax wants 2 matches, so he says Cool, so I can have 2 matches.
Holy poop, Smith. Do you know what depth we're in right now?
We are in depth 3.
Holy poop, Smith.
I forgot to look. Oh, you did start the
yeah, the timer. I did.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a couple people saying Cool just to get another game. Loving the barrel strategy. Both guys using the barrel to go room to room.
You know what I'm noticing about Cool's approach? It's something I noticed in practice as well. He has filtered in the barehanded approach seamlessly with the rest of his he actually seems to think that under certain circumstances it's better to go weaponless on your way to certain other weapons, and so you'll see like he's really unafraid to go weaponless. But unlike when we see a lot of people just, oh, I'm going weaponless, and then they stop picking things up.
Ooh, Cool with that Banshee Disco. Oh, that hurt to watch. That pained me.
Yeah, but his barehanded tactics are on point.
Elric, tweeting out hashtag double damage to give Cool the Twitter plays advantage. Hashtag Twitter plays Weaponographist.
Coming in 2019.
Yonax asking about, yes, we are tinkering with prototypes for a new game. It's weird and like very experimental. I mean, no game has never ever not been done, but like it's pretty weird, and so I wasn't sure that the premise would necessarily work, but I think it does now. We had, as of like a few hours ago, we have a prototype, so I'm gonna be coy for just maybe only like a week or 2 longer, just until I know that like our game makes sense, and then I think we're gonna be really, really just open about the whole thing and invite interested people to just like, you know, chat about it and give feedback and like learn about it in real time and whatnot. So yeah, sorry, I'm gonna be coy for like 10 more days, and then I'm gonna be wide open. But for now, it's weird, and I wasn't positive it would work, but now I think it does.
Elric is keeping track of who's in the lead. He says Galkaiv is back in the lead.
Yes, I have to agree with that. Cool Disco Party definitely, I think, made a small difference.
And that's all it needed. All it took.
That was a bit of a comeback there with them Krakens.
Yep.
Oh man. Again, if anybody has not yet followed Galkaiv for Cool at this point, you're a madman, and I don't know what to think of you. You're bad at heart, and you should follow Galkaiv and you should follow Cool. And not just on Twitch, follow them wherever you see them.
Yeah, I can't really condone that.
This Doppel makes a good point. Will our new game have a shorter name? Tweets are hard to write with hashtag Weaponographist.
We're so early on this other
We don't have a
concept
name yet.
that it's probably 3 weeks away from getting a name.
Yeah. Right now it's got a production name. It's
a name.
It's codename Dolphin.
That's a thing from the past.
It is.
I don't remember what Dolphin was, but I got to name something at our company, and I called it Jumbaco.
That's right. Did you name Jumbaco?
I did name Jumbaco.
I thought it was Vaskar that
so
named
we had
Jumbaco.
no. He just
or
liked
Proshobe.
it. We had we worked at a company that did stuff for movie studios, and they always had code names for security, and I got to choose one once. It was ridiculous. We have a pogo stick on the third boss, and he's getting melted away by Galkaiv.
Oh, good.
He's
good.
gonna drop his fire, and
I
then
don't think Cool's gonna get a pogo stick for the
Yikes.
boss. Ooh, chooses.
Although-
Interesting. I would pick
He
up
loves that boomerang.
Valkyrie ASAP. You know what? This is working okay.
Oh, look at that!
This is
That's
working
amazing.
great.
If anybody
What?
was gonna figure out how to rock a boss with the boomerang, it was Cool. And he just shamed you.
What just happened?
He shoved the boss down so he was close to the wall, and he got his refractor and his boomerangs, and he got like quadruple hits.
My
for
face
every
hurts.
throw.
It's because I'm smiling and because I just got like slapped across the face with amazing boomerang play. That was amazing. Oh my god.
Mr. Yonex wants us to call the game Yimbako. Just to be clear, at the time there was a ridiculous, like some kind of large taco from, I guess, Carl's Jr.
No, it was from Jack in the Box. It was
Jack in the Box, and it was called Jumbako, and I just thought it was the dumbest word, so I used it for, I'm going to say a Disney code name for a
It was
project.
Disney, yeah. We had some other dumb code names, but none come to mind right now.
Shark?
Oh yeah, we had the official production code names. We had Shark. We had Tangled was a code name.
No, we can't say
Remember
what
that?
it was for.
Well, Tangled is the actual name now.
I know, we can't say what it was for.
What are you talking? It was for Tangled.
Stop saying it.
No, this is a story we can tell because there's absolutely nothing secret about it anymore. Officially, the movie Tangled had a different name when we were working on it in the very early stages, and every Disney title has a code name, like an alias, so that you don't have to say its real name when you're shipping discs.
I wasn't here for this.
And the code name for the movie that eventually became known as Tangled was Tangled. And then the name officially became actually Tangled, and everyone had to, like, get themselves out of the habit of calling it by its code name, which had now become an actual name.
I think you're not supposed to tell that story.
It's like if you renamed James Bond 007, and then like all of the people used to using a code name would have to stop using 007 because that's now the security name.
It's actually a lot more like if you rename James Bond James Bond.
Oh man, Jammy Antics, what's up? Yeah, both the guys really using just the tip. Just the tip, just to see how it feels. This is the
I would
first
so
time
much
I would
rather
say
have-
somebody has a meaningful lead. Oh god, lead meaningful, and then the door just opens right up, right? That's not meaningful at all.
I think the guy with the unicorn horn has the advantage. Oh, they both do now.
Mr. Yonex, is our new game any chance multiplayer co-op?
No,
I'm gonna say I think
not
yes. Well, not a prototype, but I think yes.
That would be really interesting. Are you thinking online or in person?
Right now, I'm thinking local, but maybe.
Yeah, I guess if you got another controller hooked it up, could do.
Eek. All right, let me ask you, Dave. I feel
Oh,
like we
man.
learned something in the last couple matchups. Optimum strategy for Boss 4 for Murdercutioner. What is the optimum strategy?
Okay, so one thing that you will condone is to, if you can get it, walk in with the fire trail, and right when it seems like, obviously you're gonna have the boomerang, the unicorn horn before long.
Mhm.
But if you wait until the Murdercutioner starts to charge you, and then you lay out the fire trail properly, you will finish him in 12 seconds. However, we've learned just a couple matches ago that if you walk in there with a bow and arrow
Yes.
and no fear, you can finish Boss 4 before he even charges.
Before
which
you
is like
could
an
even use
8-second
your
boss
magic.
kill.
So I'm going to say theoretical optimum strategy is now actually a bow and a kraken, because just the kraken's the only magic that'll reach him before he gets in range, and you can kill him before he's in range with the bow.
Actually, I would still go with Tuba as long as
Okay,
you're
okay.
as long as you're the proper level. We saw Overpowered Lol go for the Tuba on Boss 4 multiple times, and he came close to getting it perfect almost every time, but he kept getting knocked away, which I always think is, I mean, that may have been part of his undoing in his previous match with Elric, which led to Elric's defeat at the hands of Cool.
Indeed.
But yeah, for me, I don't care for the bow because in that fight because
Nice
it
dodge
is
by
it is
Cool.
hard to aim. So I'm gonna go in with Tuba if I can.
You know, this is the first time we've got maybe a half room difference between the two gens. Everyone knows it. In round one, not overall, but round one, I'm pulling strongly for Cool, so we get a round two. Everybody, cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your heart and hope to die. I want everyone pulling for Cool. You can have a favorite, but right now, my favorite is Cool.
Here's why I'm gonna pull for Galkaif.
You monster.
Because I would like to see an undefeated man. Because
Okay.
I was a fan of Goldberg in WCW and his amazing reign of terror, where he showed up and he was undefeated for like 2 years. And I like to see an undefeated guy who sometimes you like. By all rights, he should have lost to Cool in the previous match. Cool was just behind him. They were neck and neck, but because he's got that Goldberg appeal, he's undefeated. Cool, Galkaev just took it.
I feel like I'm watching Cool lose time on the hammer. The hammer is not my favorite weapon
Galkaev's
unless you're
got it.
one-shotting with it.
He's not losing any time on it.
Yeah, just every time you knock an enemy away from you, it makes me wince.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better to get him against the wall until you are up a level so that you can kill him with one hit. Oh, Galkaev's got to be kicking himself. He tried
Oh no!
to clear the Banshee
A little bit
room.
of stream freeze on Cool. Debating, do I refresh? It recovered, but it's,
You have to.
I can't
in a
trust
match
the
like
timing.
this.
All right, I'm gonna refresh both guys before we get to a boss.
Alright, but I also just did.
We're blind. We're running blind here. In fact, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Ready? We can't see nothing, so you can see my face.
No, I have
Oh,
him
I'm
back.
gone now. I'm not back. Twitch is being a beehole,
Yeah.
as it is wont to do. There we go. I'm back.
Galkaev's
I'm back.
still rocking the hammer. He is.
Oh,
dispatching
interesting. I
enemies
like
with one
Cool doing that blinking flamethrower, like not holding it down so that he never lets the reach shrink at all.
Yeah.
Yes, stop. We are sending the official. We are sending the big wiener a giant bejeweled gold belt. It's going to be covered with every single weapon that they've ever used in the tournament.
Got some bomb bags on depth 4. You don't see that very often, but they're gone now.
Yeah, this is the biggest gap we've had so far. This is a most of room gap.
Yeah. It's still one room. They're still together.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
in the
yeah.
chest? What's in? Oh, it's combo. He doesn't need that.
What does Galkaev have to do right now? I actually see some things. I like the blinking fire, but he'll do faster damage if he just holds it and lets it recover on the way to the next enemy.
Oh, that was such a good holy water shield knight kill. Galkaev, did you catch that?
No, I missed it.
He toroed him into the water.
I'm really giving deep thought to Cool's blinking fire strategy.
In my experience, it is not quite as good. Elric fights me on that. He claims that it is. He says that if you spam it like that, it's very much like the whip.
Okay.
But I don't know, man.
How
I
does
hold
the
it out.
DPS compare? I feel like the DPS is higher if you hold it.
Like I don't know that it's higher, but it's definitely comparable to the degree of just like save your finger strength. I don't think it makes a difference. But I mean, obviously,
yeah, Elric makes
you don't
the
want
point.
it to go
Blinking
down.
fire is better for range. You don't want it to deplete.
right. But if you, I don't know, if you use that properly, it's range isn't a problem for me. Oh, that's a good combo. I really like that combo of Wyvern Head and Wizard Staff.
Here comes a chest. Double damage for Cool. Cool is in the heart. I know that's not the real lyrics.
Actually, it is. No, it's
No,
groove.
yeah. Cool is in the heart.
Ugh,
Cool is in the heart.
it's tough.
Do, 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 do. This could be it. That double damage rune, if he works it. Ooh, getting a little damage boost there, getting hit from behind in the way he's trying to go. That rarely happens.
Define the damage boost for the uninitiated.
Damage boost is just a common speedrunning term. Damage boost is in a game that knocks you back for taking damage. It's turning your back in the direction turning your back to the forward direction right before you take impact, so that you get bumped forward instead of bumped backward. In this game, you get bumped whatever direction you get hit from, but I guess it's equivalent of running away from a bazooka and then purposely getting into its path so that it gives you, a tailwind.
Yeah, I hear you use that term a lot during testing, and I would be hard pressed to define it, but I know what you mean by it.
Our previous game, Concursion, has a more genuine damage boost, where being injured always knocks you the opposite the way you're facing. And so, like, I'll run at an enemy and then, 180 in the air and turn my back to it to take the damage for a speed boost.
Oh, so that's interesting. It looks like Galkaiv's just about at the boss, and he dropped his holy water without anything to replace it with.
I don't think
It's a nice boss to have holy water.
It's good.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
He dropped his magic with, I mean, no real prospect to replace it.
K3W3L. Your name is hard to chant, but go cool.
Alright, good job. That was an actual chant. Alright, so we have no magic, but we are on the boss before our competitor for Galkaiv.
Oof.
And he's emptying his boomerang into the boss's nuts.
What?
What? Oh, his
right, okay.
not boomerang.
I'm with you.
Bazooka.
You
Bazooka
misspoke, and I was like, oh no, what am I watching?
I got the nuts part right.
What is this, 10-second diff?
Yeah, well, we don't know yet, but
all right. So they're both going with the classic approach. They both chose.
Cool's got an advantage.
Coca-Cola
he has
classic.
the fire trail.
He does, but it's gonna.
He's gonna drop it now.
No, I would wait.
It's pointless. He
That's
may as
what
well
I mean.
not drop
Boom,
it. Don't drop
and
it.
who even cares? Yeah, jump down that pit. Amazing.
Yeah, I don't think it made a huge.
Cool,
difference.
a minute off his PB there. Looked good, but I will say that's the first run the first depth I've seen where I thought there was room to improve.
Let's just be honest, though. His PBs are crazy. So
Yeah.
being a minute off of that, he could still easily be
Yeah, you could be
ahead of the rest of the world.
Yeah. Hashtag double goop for Galkaiv. I don't wish ill on anyone, but
Am I the only one?
I want more.
I mean, I'm gonna start rooting for Galkaiv for real because everyone's rooting for Cool because they like underdogs, even though these guys are pretty much evenly matched.
No, it's not about the underdog. I want round 2.
Yeah.
Like, I want the best man to win, but I want round 2. I'm gonna do this. Boop. Alright, just making sure my layout's right. Boop. Sorry.
Spear stuff.
Hashtag spear stuff. Hashtag dude stuff. Ooh, that murderer just taking a swim straight to his death. Everybody watching from home right now, you know, I don't know if I've said this, but the louder you scream, like repeatedly, loudly, over and over, without end, no matter where you are, the stronger Cool gets. That's how that works. So just if you have neighbors, if you live in an apartment, just scream.
Especially if you say the secret word.
Yeah, Estoppel's calling you out. Can you read the chat right now?
Neutral.
Neutral. You just went on a must-be undefeated Goldberg spiel.
Yeah, I'm saying because you guys are all choosing Cool to win, so I feel bad for Galkaiv. And yes, if I had to pick,
all right, don't get me wrong.
it would be
I love
cool
Galkaiv.
to see a guy
I feel
totally
like he's got the
undefeated.
spirit and strength to come back no matter what may happen. Like, I feel like one loss is not going to hurt his ego or his spirit, and so I feel like he can take it. And
Nope.
And like we'll just be back at the final countdown.
I watched Kevin Nash and I
Cool's
think
in
it
the
was
lead. When did that
Hulk
happen?
Hogan spray paint Goldberg's
some
back
amazing
and hit him
Morningstar.
with baseball bats, and that counted as a loss. And that was the end of. I never watched wrestling again.
I'm gonna say it. I don't know if Cool knows it, but Cool looks great every time with the Morningstar, and every time he picks it up, he makes progress.
Yep.
I think he hasn't noticed that like he's so fast and smooth with it.
He's fast and smooth with the spear as well, though.
He is, but like I don't know. It's one of those like from the outside you can't see your own beauty. It's in the eye of the butt holder.
I feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Elric making a good strategic point. If you pick up health off the ground, then health is more likely to drop. It's more that health on the floor reduces the chance of further health dropping, and so if you need health, going to pick it up faster helps. Also, Elric, with some less genuine advice, hugging your enemies makes them drop more health. It's an act of love. Jammy goes, I love both competitors like chocolate, but come on, Cool! Pow block hype. To me, that looks like a pow block. I always, in my brain, I verbalize it as pow block hype.
I know we don't care about this because it's not an issue, but Galkaiv's health is low.
It is. If he takes 1 or 2 more hits, he's going to have to start to care, and that'll slow him down.
Yep. And then Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are going to hit him with a chair and spray paint him on the back.
But Edge and Christian are going to get in there and mess the whole thing up.
Yeah, they weren't there.
They were there. What about Stink and the Undies Taker?
Stink.
And the Undies Taker.
They were
I had that
not-
poster. That was a Mad Magazine poster they put out when I was in like middle school, and around there. And I had that poster on my bedroom wall growing up for like 15 years.
Stink was real though,
Stink versus the Undies Taker.
but Stink was actually real.
Stink was not real.
No, that was a thing. Like the Undies Taker, no, I never saw, but there was a character called Stink for a little while. Mr. Yonex says Galkive took 3 extra seconds for Goop. Smart or no? Is that true? I
Galkive
didn't catch that.
Plays a meta universe that's beyond any of ours. You can't question him. You can't wish to understand his methods. All you can know is that his methods are always right.
That is a sense memory from leftover from practicing in hardcore mode for sure.
I'm gonna point it out, by the way. Galkive heard you reference his health and decided to remedy the issue.
No, he didn't hear me. He just knows what he's doing.
You know what I've never done in a competition like this? Compare. I mean, it's I guess because it's not meaningful, but I find myself right now comparing their combo counts one to the other.
Yeah.
That's
Well, the combos are going to be full, so it's the exact amount of enemies that they get in their run because these guys are not going to drop their combo.
Estoppel asks, did my wife make me take down my Stink and the Undies Taker poster? She didn't know. I mean, before we got married, I moved out of my childhood bedroom. But yeah, we were still dating when I lived there, and no, it was up there. I never took it down. I wish I had photos of my childhood bedroom. So I used to subscribe to Nintendo Power since like issue 1, and they always included those fold-out posters. And I used to take them and plaster all 4 walls and the ceiling with those posters. And like over the years, it was like more and more. Only the best stand, and the rest gotta go. I really liked it.
I all of a sudden just felt really bad for my high school girlfriends because like I had just Final Fantasy posters everywhere. I think I
once
still
made
had
a
my
girl-
Gunther Gaber Williams poster from
Who?
the circus. Remember I told you on a different Wiener match that I had a poster from a lion tamer that I met at the circus when I was 3? But I had like all these little child posters like around my room, or posters that are befitting of being owned by a child, I should say. And like girls had to just put up with it. I didn't think about it.
Fun fact by Elric. Cool just killed a slime in a tuba room and it dropped a tuba.
That's good. More tuba.
Oh, I was gonna share something. Oh, yeah, high school girlfriends. I once made a girl play the entirety of Final Fantasy VI with me, and it's not when it was relevant. I'm not that old. It was like way after relevant, and I was like, "You want to know one of the best games ever? Let's play it on Super Nintendo." And
Did she like games, or was she
No.
just putting up with you?
no, she must have hated or liked me. I don't know. I don't know why a person would do that. I mean, I know I would do it. I love it, but it's not nice of me. We are at the widest lead right now on Cool's Bath. That's the first time we've seen a 2-room gap. I mean, it's not to say it's a full 2-room gap, but we have never seen the 2 competitors be more than 1 room apart. And right now, Cool's ahead by just over a room. Yonax asks, are we in the last 2 minutes? Yeah, I think we are. I think, well, last 10 minutes for sure. Are we in the last 5? I'm going to say we're in the last
You
8.
got to get to room 20.
Yeah, I'm going to say we're in the last 7 minutes.
Or the last hour and 7 minutes.
So let me ask you, Dave.
Mm.
I don't think either of these guys know who's in the lead because typically they don't stay
No, they're
tuned to
not
the
gonna
commentary
know.
stream. What do you think they're thinking right now? Are they both feeling strong?
You know what? I think that they're like... They're so
That was
just
awesome.
in the zone.
Boomerang
They're not-
transition to whip.
Yeah, I saw that. They're not thinking. They're just acting. They're just playing.
I feel like in a situation like this, I couldn't help but like overanalyze every mistake. It wouldn't slow me down, but you'd hear me going, "Oh damn it, oh damn!" Like, and I feel like that's when I'm operating at my highest capacity. That's how I operate. Just like I notice every error, and I would be thinking to myself, "Oh, he's got to be in the lead," because I made one misstep.
I mean, those are probably like... Those thoughts are occurring in the moment, but they're being most likely completely overshadowed by focus. I have a feeling. I don't know. I don't think Galkife is worried about it. He never seems to say... He always says that he's not worried. He just kind of shows up and does what he does and sees what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, though, to your point, is actually very... he's very self-examining. generally, and whenever other people hear him, because he tends to leave his mic live when he does this.
Sure.
He will comment in the moment, but I think he brushes it off. The instant he sees a mistake or an inconvenience, he just deals with it. And he moves on, moves forward.
A couple interesting feedbacks from chat. Yonax thinks Galkaif is taking risks, he thinks, so he must think he's behind. Estoppel, on the other hand, thinks that Cool probably thinks that he's behind because of the boomerang boss instead of having brought Pogo to the boss. I feel like he invented a whole new way to do that. I felt like the boomerang worked really well.
Yeah, I think that was fully intentional, especially from Cool.
Yeah, pushing the boss against the wall and making sure he had those really quick, boomerang returns.
That's the benefit of practice.
Ooh, but look at these one-shot boomerangs coming out of Galkaif. That's a beautiful thing.
Well, he's got that double damage.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. It was like butter.
I mean, did you think he was willing the boomerangs to kill people?
I just thought he was using that Hado.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's the power that Ryu uses to throw a Hadouken.
Yeah, so
Satsui no Hado.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Nope, that's Ninja Gaiden's Ryu.
Ryu. What's Ryu's last name?
He doesn't have one.
What?
Not every character in Street Fighter has a last name. Ken Masters, though.
Ryu has a last name.
I think he does.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
anyway.
could be wrong. I would be ashamed to be wrong, but I could be.
You think about him a lot, and here he is again. You love him. Oh, that's great whip work for Galkaif. It was just...
Oh my god, Galkaif caught up. Cool still got the lead a bit, but... Poopsmith. Alright, we're 3 rooms away. I'm gonna throw a refresh. I know everyone's gonna hate me for it, but I want the truest of trues.
Yeah. Get it out the way.
Alright,
So, while we're refreshing...
There we go, refresh.
Galkaif... they don't have ads? No ads?
Oh no, I'm back, yeah. But yes, Stoppel. My Street Fighter hype is absolutely, truly genuine. I'm a Street Fighter fan. I own all of them with like no exceptions. I own Street Fighter 2010 for Super Nintendo. I love Street Fighter.
That doesn't count. Street Fighter 2010 came out before even Street Fighter 2 in the arcades.
No, it didn't.
But it wasn't the same thing. I mean, it just said Street Fighter.
It was not a Street Fighter game. It was a game that was rebranded to be Street Fighter.
Yeah, well, it was an action platformer.
Yeah, it's hard as balls.
Yeah, but you can fall through the floor and wind up falling out of the top of the screen.
I've beaten it, and it took a long time. It's hard. All right, I'm gonna shut up. We're in the checkpoint room. I'm gonna shut up and focus on the game.
Okay. So yeah, Cool's ahead.
Tough Guys double damage is a great combination. Mitigate the Tough Guys with your double damage, but the room is going to go twice as fast because Tough Guys have less enemies. That is a great combination.
Like, what's happening right now? They're literally like on top of each other.
Yeah,
at Billiam, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
But this is
For
what
the
we
record,
expect.
I threw a refresh. We're all agreed that nobody could be more in sync than I currently am, and the rules, as we declare them originally, is winner on stream is winner. I hope it doesn't come so close that has to be an issue, but winner on stream is winner. Just to reiterate before it becomes an issue.
All right.
So this is crazy pants.
I see Cool ahead by about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
6.
Something like that. He's
All right,
not
so
using his fire. Okay,
fire ring.
I think he's going to try to push Billiam through his disappearance. That could be it. It's not. He has a very small chance to disappear earlier. He generally won't do it.
Galkaif is now ahead. Galkaif is just destroying Billiam with the hammer. Oh my god!
No.
Oh my
Cole
god!
took a risk, and I think. Oh,
is he gonna get
no.
Billiam before he disappears? The hammer's
totally,
gonna break.
Totally.
Anything could happen here.
No.
Oh my god! Galkaif has it.
Oh! Holy crap!
That was a sick
and then
comeback.
Cole just won.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! If Cool, and
He was
Fire's
behind.
still
He
going.
made up
Cool's
6
fire
seconds
is still
there.
going. If he had used it a moment earlier.
So it seemed like you were focused more on Cool at the beginning of that fight,
And
but
then I pivoted to Galkaif.
the way that Galkaif started is he dropped the fire trail immediately and shoved his way into Billiam and then bodied him around.
Holy crap!
That was crazy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Galkaif has a
Let's not put these
sixth
guys in
sense.
suspense. I'm gonna call them right now.
Yeah. That was nuts.
Oh man. Holy wow. Wow. Wow, guys.
Gentlemen,
Do you know?
That was very close.
Not at all.
That was incredibly close.
Galkai
It's closer than your last
2.5
match.
seconds.
Oh,
To the point where
jeez.
when you guys were one room out, I threw a refresh on the streams because I just like, no, we're not going to leave this to lag. Oh, Yonak says not to tell you yet, to leave you in suspense.
So, Galkai, that win, I mean, you know what you did, but the choice that you made to start the Billiam fight, you were behind by about 5 seconds.
Yep.
The choice that you made to start the Billiam fight with the fire trail active is what made the difference. Cool, your choice to hang on to the fire trail. I don't know if Billiam would have disappeared or not, but that's where Galkai caught up.
Yeah,
Stopped it right away.
it was entirely shifted back in the final room.
Holy crap.
Cool.
You alright, Cool?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just is very tired.
Well done, sir.
Oh, cool. What was your in-game time?
40:09.
Wow. Mine was 39:48.
Man. Yeah. You nice.
Ooh.
Wow, you really put out your best this time.
Yeah, everyone.
I knew I had to.
Everyone in chat, definitely give it up for both these guys. They're amazing. That whole thing swung back and forth more than any match ever has. It swung back and forth in the final room. That was amazing, gentlemen. That was great stuff. Congratulations to both of you. Galkai,
Thank you.
Congratulations, but
Thanks.
Cool, also congratulations. This whole tournament has been super cool. It's been amazing.
Well
Yeah,
raced,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you too.
Oof. Oh man. Well, do you guys have anything you want to share? How did you both feel about your run?
I
It was
actually,
okay.
I felt pretty good. Like, I think there was maybe one depth that I was kind of shaky on. Like, I know my depth 4 has always been kind of weak, and I went into that boss without a magic, which was like, but it still turned out okay considering.
Yep. Oh, how about you? Cool. How'd you feel about this?
Yeah, mostly weak lately actually. So I think my 3 and 4 have been slipping, even though I did set a new record for 4. But 4 was terrible. That I couldn't finish Murdercutioner fast enough.
Well, I think that you're probably the two greatest men that have ever lived, including every historical figure ever. Ever.
Set a new record for 4. Holy crap.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's certainly the
Not
two
in the
greatest
tournament,
Weaponographist players in the world.
I have no words. They should have sent a poet.